God made you wonderful. Psalm 139 says, "You are wonderfully and fearfully made." You are beautiful and loved, no matter if you're a size 0 or a size 30. You are beautiful just the way you are. But God loves you so much, He doesn't want to leave you in a place of defeat. There was a time when I felt utterly defeated in the area of food and health. I knew I needed to make changes, not just because of that number on the scale or what clothing size I was. I knew it because of the battle that raged in my heart. I craved, I desired, I thought about, and arranged my life around food. Yet, I was a Bible teacher. I was a woman who loved Jesus. Why couldn't I figure this out? I'd found victory in so many areas of my life, but this area eluded me. I constantly asked, why shouldn't I indulge? Then one day I looked up the definition of the word indulge. It means unrestrained action. And for me, it was unrestrained eating. You see, eating in its proper context is not the problem. God gave us food for nourishment and strength and even celebration. But when pleasure becomes unrestrained, there's a problem. And I had to get honest enough to admit it, that I relied on food more than I relied on God. I craved food more than I craved God. Chocolate was my comfort and deliverer. Cookies were my reward. Salty chips were my joy. Food was what I turned to in times of stress and sadness and even in times of happiness. I knew it was something God was challenging me to surrender to His control. Really surrender. Surrender to the point where I'd make radical changes for the sake of my spiritual health, perhaps even more than my physical health. Part of my surrender was asking myself a different question, a really raw question. May I ask you the same question? Is it possible we rely on and love food more than we rely on and love God? Now hear me out. This question is crucial. We have to see the purpose of our struggle with food as something more than just getting to wear smaller sizes and receive compliments, because shallow desires produce shallow efforts. These are good things, but they're not as appealing in the moment as that cinnamon roll or those chips or that brownie. The process of getting healthy has to be about more than just losing weight and focusing on ourselves. It's not about just adjusting our diets and hoping for good physical results. It's about recalibrating our souls so that we want to change for the right reasons. I've realized that a healthy eating plan can be one of the most significant spiritual journeys I've ever dared to take with God. And as you join me on this 21-day challenge, I hope you'll soon be saying the very same thing.